Okay, Spirit Child 1723. We're doing some readings for January 2025. Um, got a couple little announcements. One of them is going to be you can look out for if you're interested. I'm going to do this energy type video, which is going to be a releasing based on the element of fire, and stuff you want to let go of with the passing of 2024. You want to be done with it altogether. This energy started back in 2001, even maybe even before that. That's when I was exposed to it. But it works pretty good. And so be on the lookout for that. People that have asked for personal readings, I put someone in the description that's really qualified. You can go to our website, Angel Pathways, and decide whether that's someone for you or not. Real gifted person and know her well. I just don't have the time exactly to do individual readings right now, and I'd like to work on my website before doing that, so it'll be easier to navigate. Um, mm, Trying to think what else. Anyways, let's get maybe it'll come. But for now, Cancer, January 2025. Other than the first deck and the fourth deck we've used, second and third deck are pretty new to readings. I've just starting to use the second deck, and the other one might have been in a couple readings, but it's going to be really different than what I was doing. So with these decks, anyways, with deck selection, and let's see how it goes. We got Cancer. That's Cancer in the month of January for 2025 to kick off the year. All right, cool. All right. All right. So, first card out is the Two of Cups. Nice partnership. Yeah, this could be romantic, could be business, could be friendship. Yeah, all the above. Maybe just one aspect. We got the Fool's Journey, Cancer. Starting off the year at the beginning of the cycle, Angel of Innocence, jumping out the door and kind of going for it, just going for it without the experience, like jumping in and let's do it. Um, this person's a what do they call it? Minimalist. They just got the basics as they head out. This guy's got a wolf instead of a dog. That's more of a wild wolf there. So, but the more important part is starting a journey, starting a new cycle, right? And then we have the Six of Swords, which ain't bad. Resolution, right? So you're out of the Five of Swords. You've come into, the action and desire to continue, maybe with a new plan and letting go of the hurt and disappointment that the Five of Swords could have brought. Uh, Sorry, excuse me. Torres had the Five of Swords. All right. So the next row, we're going to use this intuitive empath deck. They got real long out. The author has real long strung out explanations of the card. We're not going to do that. We're going to read the energy of the card. The artwork is fantastic, and yeah, we'll be fine. We will be fine, Cancer. All right. Those of you supported me through 2024, appreciate it. Uh oh, I couldn't get that one. One of them come out, but it slipped back in. That's all right. It'll come back out if it was meant to be. All right, so we got our three cards here. All right, the next row for Cancer, alchemizing confusion into clarity. Okay. All right, so this is a little bit the energy of the magician, right? This is talking about mental activities to focus on your desire, and that's a neat thing. If you make progress in spiritual growth and stuff, if anyone does throw energy or you get put in an atmosphere at work, that energy that people are kind of going after you or whatever, you're going to find a way to take that and make something else out of it. And this is what it's all about. This is acknowledging that this starts in your mind. It starts as an idea first, that like, okay, I don't want to exist in all that conflict, but I'll take that energy and use it as my power pills, right, to go in a different direction. All right, underneath the Fool card, we have celebrating the world's diversity. Really neat. Okay. Okay. Allowing people to be where they're at and being happy that everyone's not all the same and that we can learn from different cultures and different, philosophies and religion and spirituality and just life in general. This is saying, be open minded to that. There's a touch of spirituality. There's a touch color wise. There's a touch of your throat chakra expressing yourself, as well as the root chakra, which is your basic 3D needs. In the material world, food, shelter, clothing, etc. But this is all about being happy for the differences in different cultures and different ways of life. All right, what do we got here? Woo! It was like the phoenix rising and an eagle and Indian and everything. Well, okay, this is 38, meditating and reflecting. Um, I guess it is an eagle, but there's color of coming out of the fire. There's just a lot going on. I'll try to hold this card in a way where you can view it. The artwork's unbelievable. I really like this deck. Um, okay, on this card, it's a rebirth of fire, but it's also this person's in there, sort of like a shaman trance and stuff. They are summoning information, energy from their ancestors. It could be for healing themselves, it could be for healing others. Um, it could be a soul reflection that we do at the end of the year going into the new year, kind of making note of like, for me, my priority be, well, am I hanging true to my values and the path I set out for myself, or did I kind of fall off course a little bit and need to get redirected and look at what I said was important, and which goals, are important to me. All right, Cancer. 3 more cards for Cancer. Oh, shoots. These came out all at once. I thought it was just one card. There was 2 underneath them. Okay. So we have a healing energy underneath alchemizing. You can heal yourself with your thoughts or make yourself sick. All right. So they're showing this person laying sideways. And that's their little character. But what's funny is maybe only one other deck I've seen like that. It's like some of the images are how spirit would present them to yourself, if you can see. Um, Up above is, the dolphins, you know, or similar creatures or whatever, which are very healing in nature, anyways. But down to the bottom, the guy has sunk down to the bottom, meaning, he's believed too much that he can't heal himself, or something has made him sick that his body can't fix. And the energy all around this is that it's a misillusion, it's a misguidement, right? It's a misalignment, rather. The energy. um he's holding on to a little pot. There's all kinds of stuff. If you really look at this, we probably look at this card for 5 minutes. He's holding on to a little, almost like a kettle that has I don't know, a turtle or a frog in it. um it's a crab that's above him. It's real interesting. Like he sank down to the bottom of the ocean, and he's gonna float back up. Um if you get out of that energy, your body, your mind, your align yourself with spiritual help. And this is probably emotional, a belief of emotional sickness that they let get to them. and those dolphins are trying to help bring that person back up to the surface, get their head above water again. Underneath celebrating the world's diversity, immediate action. Something is coming up that requires your immediate attention. So take control of the situation. All right. So, you know, it's about not thinking. It's about doing. It's saying that, something's gonna, this could be work. It could be just a situation that's going to challenge you. This is saying to pick a path of action and take it, and apply yourself. And showing the person hanging 10, man, they're on the top of the surfboard riding the wave, right? They're not at the, they're not under the wave. They haven't been thrown off by the wave, but this is, a certain, their power and their energy, standing in their power type energy, to co-create and be in control of the decisions in their life. Cancer. Wow, we're getting a little deep here today. You are awesome. I thought it said you are welcome. You are awesome. Looks like a girl Superman. I'll show you in a second. It's time to acknowledge your achievements, big and small. Celebrate. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this card's reminding us to enjoy the process and acknowledge all the little milestones. Like, when you're taking a class and you've gotten through, all the semesters, I mean, not semesters, chapters and stuff, and you haven't taken the final yet and passed, but yet, give yourself, credit for, progressing and preparing for that. That's a real bad example, but if you have a long-term goal, break it into small steps in a process where you can acknowledge, like, all right, the business grew 20% this year. That's an accomplishment. You know what I mean? That's something. Don't just say, yeah, that's what should have happened. Yeah, I worked hard and, no big deal. No, it's saying, like, to acknowledge, like, hey, I worked my plan and I achieved, 20% better than the year before. Hopefully that's a little better than the first explanation. All right. Spirit, 3 cards to wrap up this reading for Cancer in the month of January for 2025 specifically, but we all know the cards we just need one card. We're going to clear this and try to get one card from Spirit. We just want 3 cards total here. All right, this is jumping out the loudest. Children, huh? Okay, so Cancer, we have trust. The situation is calling you to have faith. So in your love life, it's talking about divine timing. It's talking about not being, the way I read it, not being discouraged if you can't see the end prize, or you can't see all the light at the end of the tunnel, I guess. Then it says getting to know each other. And this is about, again, enjoying the process. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens, so spending time with your loved one and things that you like to do together, and creating those positive memories that are going to form a bond of trust, right? Inherent trust, right? And then children, your love life is being affected by children. Okay, so again, this is one of the 4 or 5 cards. Again, a lot of people use Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels, so to me, this is like a given, right? Depending on 2 people that maybe were married, prior and have children, it's always going to affect the relationship. Somebody's going through working on their inner child and gets triggered easy, it's going to affect the relationship. It's going to make them pull apart and run if they're not fully healed or close to fully healed. Also, the person, if it's a single parent, their commitments to, taking care of their family first, and then, their love life might be 4th on the list, right? Might be the 4th or 5th priority. So, if you're a single person, your expectation of how much time they can spend with you has to be reasonable, taking into mind that this person's got a lot on their plate. Sometimes, maybe multiple jobs, right? And multiple children to provide for. And a lot of times, um, they don't want money help from someone that ain't the child's parent. I mean, I guess my eyes are open to that. I've seen it enough where I don't know if it's a pride thing or just with some people, they're just not open to that. Other people will take any type of monetary or assistance that is given out. So, um, oh, I remember what I was supposed to say in the beginning, but we'll do it now. So, if there's a question you had that wasn't touched by the read-in, I do this. It works a lot better with an individual reading, I think. I'm not sure. So this is only the second time I'm doing it here recently. But just think of a question you want to answer for that hasn't been brought up in the reading as a general collective. We're going to take one card, and I'm not going to explain it. I want to let you guys do your own interpretation of the card. So if you made this far, please like and subscribe. All right, for Cancer, January. You got that question ready up in your head? All right, this is your answer. Oh, shit. We have romance. Romance is the answer. So what is the question? That's what I have for you guys, Cancer. I hope you like the a little bit of a different style reading or some different decks. I've enjoyed doing it because it's good to break free from using the same decks over and over again. So that's what I have for you. Please like, share a video with someone. Please subscribe so I can get some returning, uh, subs that equal 25% at least. I'm still doing this on a trial basis, so I don't know at what point I might stop or decide I'm definitely moving forward. So, anyways, look out for that healing video if that's something that interests you, and have a great year.